What in the world, Bo? What in the world? What's going on with you, man? It's your boy Big Low Kuntry. I hope that everybody out there is doing great tonight. For everybody out there that doesn't know me, my name is Big Low Kuntry. I'm just a country boy, former football coach that just loves to sit around and talk about sports. And I hope that y'all are doing great out there tonight, this morning, this evening, afternoon. Whenever you're listening, I want to thank you first of all for listening to us. Definitely, man. Definitely. I hope y'all doing good. I just want to come on, chop it up with the coaching staff a little bit. Know it's been a while since we had a chance to be on during the week. I'm actually gonna get to that. I'm actually gonna get to that. But moving forward, first of all, I do want to welcome everybody that came on to chill out with us tonight. Joseph Thornton, I know that you got that oil for me, Bo. Hope that you're doing good, my family. Coach Grandizer, yo, Coach Big Low Kuntry, Coach Roney, what it is, where you be at, who you be with, things to make you smile, what numbers to dial. Oh man, hope you're doing good, my family. I hope you're doing good. Coach Roney's in here chilling out with us. The thing about Roney, she's a sweet old girl. Raymond Elder, what in the world, Bo? What's going on? What's going on, Lee Ross? Definitely, man. Definitely. We doing good. Coach said I hadn't had the hat on in a minute. Oh, man. What's going on, Dex? Much love to you, Trucker. Trucker Mike. Much love, fam. The Kings in here says, wise man once said, boy, you shouldn't worry about what's 20 miles up the road. You can't see that far. That is true. That is true. Definitely, man. Definitely. Hey, I appreciate everybody for coming on and chilling out with us. So I want to come on, chop it up with y'all, trying to figure out, what the Atlanta Falcons are going to do. I was just listening to my homeboy Big Q's show, the Sports Coma, Pro Sports Media. They talk about the New Orleans Saints over there, and they're just in this. Well, first of all, they have, and I'm just letting y'all know because I went behind enemy lines to tell y'all because I want to let y'all know what was going on. I had to go be nosy. I stuck my head in for a minute. Like, wait a minute, what y'all saying over here? Y'all got a positive outlook? Boy, they feeling good. Let me tell y'all what they said. Let me tell y'all what New Orleans Saints said. So all the Saints fans, they telling each other that the NFC South is in disarray. They said Tom Brady's leaving. The Bucks ain't gonna be the same. They said that the Atlanta Falcons are in disarray. They said that the Panthers are in disarray. They said that the Saints have this super foundation, and they ain't finna go backwards. I'm just telling you what y'all said. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling y'all what they said. Now, I'm looking at it, and y'all know your boy Big Low Kuntry. I'm the farthest thing from a homer that you could ever think of, right? Farthest thing from a homer that you could ever think of. Hey, baby, how I'm sounding? Okay, perfect. I'm the farthest thing from a homer that you ever think of, and I'm sitting here like, well, I think that this kind of opened up the door for the Falcons. The Saints, we know that the constant in New Orleans were two things. It was Drew Brees and Sean Payton, right? Both of those common denominators are alleviated from the situation. Then, Tampa Bay, they were starting to become good. And, Tom Brady came, he kind of put them over the hump. Then we look at it like, you never know what the Panthers are going to do. You never know what the Panthers are going to do. Let's be honest with you. So I'm sitting here like, well, look, we might be at the upper echelon when it comes to consistency with the second year head coach next year. It might be one of those situations where, we could legitimately do something. Now, with that being said, the question is, and the reason why I wanted to come on and chop it up with y'all tonight, I know I don't normally come on here on Wednesday nights. Well, I haven't been here recently, but the reason I wanted to come on and chop it up with y'all tonight is because what do the Falcons have to do in this offseason to take things to the next level? That's the question. We can sit up here and talk about shoulda, coulda, woulda. If we're a fifth, we'd all be drunk. But what are they going to do? What do they need to do to take things to the next level? That's what, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about things that everybody's been saying that we should do and things that I think we should do, and, the popular and the unpopular, so to speak. Definitely. The King says focus on what's up the street because you can see what's coming. We need to build our offensive line so that in 2023, when we should draft a quarterback in the first round, he'll be able to thrive. Speaking some facts there, Coach. Coach came out hot out the gate saying, hey, I'm going to tell y'all what we need to do. You can get caught up in these rims and this speaker system as much as you want to, but we still need air conditioning in the car. We still need a reliable engine. We ain't trying to put 10 on the windows whenever the rear seal leaking oil. What in the world? What's going on, Freddie Fred? I see you in here chilling out with us. False Start Falcon. What in the world, Bo? Ghost Pepper. What in the world, Bo? Looks like the originator paper sack wear. The original paper sack wear. Wow, Coach. You didn't waste any time. What's going on, Isaac? Much love to you, my family. He said, Isaac, he said that, the Saints, don't forget those guys, they're $70 million over the cap. Man, that's a lot of money. You keep putting money back more and more. That's what's going to happen. Jason Gaines says, I like the new mic. Well, thank you, brother. I definitely appreciate that. Much love to you, family. Much love to you. Definitely. False Star Falcon, he said the door's wide open. The Saint said, I'm going to leave the door open. Definitely, man. Definitely. Like, look, you might see me throw something in my mouth right quick. I'm in here eating on some berries. I got some blackberries, some strawberries. I dropped a couple of these blackberries on the floor, but they wasn't on there. They wasn't down there for like, I would say 2 seconds. So I picked them up. In the words of Grandma Country, I rinsed them off, and they in my cup now. And y'all know what the phrase is. What's in my cup is in my cup. Coach Padre, much love to you, Bo. Hope you're doing great tonight, my family. Hope you're doing great tonight. Definitely. So, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what we got going on. Because at the end of the day, and you probably heard a lot of your coaches say this, or, people who you've been associated with, they'll tell you all the time, they'll say, at the end of the day, we can only control the controllables, right? So you see me put the video up talking about how New Orleans Saints are destitute and just lost in the bayou. But we can celebrate that much as we want to, right? Fact of the matter is that what are we going to do on our end to make sure that we're successful? Because if we come out and we have another 4-13 season, it ain't gonna make no difference. So I want to ask y'all, first of all, what do y'all think the Falcons need to do? In every war room, everybody always has a plan. What do you feel like the Falcons need to do to be in a situation where we could say, going in the next season, we could say, okay, I'm feeling good about this season, right? If you don't have season tickets, you're going to say, okay, I'm going to buy some tickets to some games because I'm feeling good about this season. I feel like we could do something and, we could make some noise, So I want to know what y'all are thinking. Lowski in here say, ain't no more playing, GA. You already know what time it is. You already know what time it is. Yeah, go ahead, Coach Ronnie. Go ahead. DMC Trap 404. He says, I know I'm a Patriots fan, but I think your channel is awesome. Man, glad to be a part of the channel, man. You are hilarious. Well, much love to your family. I appreciate that. You don't know how much that means to me and the rest of the coaching staff. Y'all make sure that y'all welcome DMC Trap 404 to the stream. And if you have subscribed, I want to welcome you to the coaching staff, Coach. Thank you so much. Much love to you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Definitely. Isaac Crimes, he's saying that, look, they need to fix them trenches. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Definitely got to make sure that you take care of everything on the inside first. Coach Ronnie says, we're glad to have you. We are definitely glad to have you, my brother. Definitely glad to have you. Definitely, man. Definitely. The King says, that 350, am I 84 the same but strong? Don't ask about the AC, though. Oh, yeah, don't ask no questions about the AC. Yeah, man, Sean Payton, he said he flying the coop. I see somebody put a quote up. They were saying, hey, Sean Payton said he can't wait to get out of this musty city. I don't know if that's true or not. But first of all, I know he ain't use grandma word in musty. I know he ain't do that. Say, I can't wait to get out of this musty city. Sean Payton ain't right for that, man. He ain't right for that. I don't think he said that because he ain't got nothing but love for that city. Him and that city done been through too much together. Molly Mall said that his therapist is going to be okay. Wait a minute. Padre in here with the $9.99 Superman chat. First one of the night. He says, Coach Lowe, do you think Big Q, Molly Mall, and them are listening to the Emotional by Carl Thomas in the dark together? I'm emotional. I'm trying. It's hard times, bro. It's hard times in New Orleans. Look, Padre, thank you so much, my brother. I definitely appreciate that, man. That's that dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, brother. Much love to you. Definitely. Javon says my Panthers and your Falcons going to be added in the Bucks. They got to get their stuff together. I think that's the truth. I mean, look, the NFL is about parity. The teams, unless you're the Steelers, let's be honest, unless you're the Steelers and the Patriots for about 15 years, the teams at the bottom always rise to the top. It's one thing that my late uncle used to say all the time, and I never understood what he meant until I got older. Y'all gonna think, y'all might not have heard this before, but he said every time people used to get down on him, he used to always say, even an eagle had to come down for water sometimes. I was like, whoa. I didn't realize it until I got older. I was like, man, that's right, huh? You ain't know. You spit some facts there, but he's always say, even an eagle got to come down for water sometimes. And I see what he means now. It's like, you got all of these teams. It's like the teams that were juggernauts, right? Now you do have some teams, they continuously come back to the top. Like they'll go through a tough season like the Patriots did last year. Then they made it back to the playoffs this year. Now they didn't look like the same old Patriots, but they came back, right? And for the last 5 seasons, the Falcons they've been at the bottom, but I feel like the door is opening up. And y'all let me know if I'm being y'all let me know if I'm being a homer or not. I don't feel like I am. I feel like the division is wide open. Division is wide open. AJ, he says, we got to get an actual workhorse running back. No more dumpster diving for running backs with Miles. Now that I said this, more than likely, they'll get Melvin Gordon. Oh, man. I hope that's not the case. Definitely. I appreciate you for welcoming DMC Dread. Much love to you, brother. Definitely, man. Definitely. DMC said he's been watching the channel for 5 months now. Well, I definitely appreciate you for commenting, my brother. Definitely appreciate you for commenting. Oh, man. Coach, let's get it. Says favorite coach and coaching staff. Oh, man. Boy, we done made the favorites list, Coach Ronnie. What in the world? Favorite coach and coaching staff. Man, you know what? I used to be a lot of kids' favorite coach when they was in school. But I told them, I said, look, I'll be your favorite coach as much as you want to, but don't come calling me asking me for no money. So you graduate and everything. Don't come hitting me up like, hey, coach, you know you was my favorite coach. Man, can I get $40? Oh, man. Yeah, I know Molly. I figured Sean Payton didn't say that. I figured he didn't say that. Appreciate the dun, Coach Ronnie. Appreciate that. Tony Wright's in here. What in the world, Bo? What's going on with your fam? Hope you're doing good, brother. Hope you're doing good. ATLGA Faithful, he said stream light. I appreciate you for reminding me of that. ATLGA Faithful. Much love to you, Coach. I do need everybody in here to do a country boy a favor. Make sure that you hit that like button. You know, if you could, I would definitely appreciate it. It helps get our videos out into the YouTube universe, in the words of my homeboy Smitty Sports Machine. But yeah, if you're excited about the prospect of your team being the best team in the division next season, you know, whether you're a Saints fan, Panthers fan, Patriots fan, Falcons fan, make sure that you hit that like button. Also, if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you subscribe and don't keep a good thing to yourself. Share it with your friends and family. I would definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it if you did so much. Charles B is in here chilling out with us. Tony Wright says, you know, Big Low, you should call your podcast the Big Low Kuntry Podcast and Comedy Hour. I don't think I'm that funny, Coach. I don't think I'm doing it like that. People will see Comedy Hour and then they'll be the press. They'll be like, man, dang, come on, Bo. I thought he was supposed to be funny. He's more silly than funny. Like the King says, with the $4.99 Superman chat, he says round 1, Tyler Lindenbaum. Round 2, Bernard Raymond, out of Central Michigan. Round 2, Marcus Johnson out of Houston. Man, I ain't finna lie to you, Bo. I ain't finna lie to you. I'm seeing that there's a recurring theme here because I was speaking with some of my homeboys on the Spaces the other night. We were talking and everybody was talking about they were getting naked for Stingley. And I was like, well, look, guys, think about it like this. And my bad, the Kings, I don't know where my manners was at. What in the world? I forgot to tell you. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. But yeah, man, I was saying, well, you know, the thing is, guys, is that think about it. We could get Stingley, and you could have that whole combination of Stingley and AJ Terrell, right? But you know, that sounds very familiar. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me a lot of Robert Alford and Desmond Trufant, because a lot of people were saying, hey, Desmond Trufant is one of the most underrated cornerbacks in the league. You know, when he was in that second, third season, and then, you know, we got Alford, we took him in the first round the year afterwards. It was one of those cases where we were like, man, we got the outside locked up. But the thing is that we really left those guys handicapped because they were just chasing people around for 7 seconds. Nobody was getting to the quarterback, you know. So you know, that's something that we got to keep in mind. That's definitely something that we have to keep in mind. I do appreciate that though, the Kings. Definitely appreciate that. Also, let's get it in here with the $5 Superman chat. He says, Coach, I need that. Let me give you the lowdown with the dance one time. Well, look, man, your boy Low already knows sports. I want to make sure that you do too. Let me give you the lowdown. Much love to you, brother. Much love to you. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man. Now, let's see here. Tony Wright, he says, Low, in your opinion, did Sean Payton jump a sinking ship?
Yes.
Coach Roney said.
That's exactly what it is.
Coach Roney says, yes, he did. Now, I think, yes, he did. And I think it's one of those situations where Sean Payton, because don't forget this now, 2 years ago, he was in a locker room, chopper style, chopper style. You know, he seemed like he was in a pretty good mood, right? But I think that he sees the writing on the wall like a Destiny's Child album. He sees that salary cap is $70 million over the cap. And I know that Taysom Hill contract has a lot of stipulations to it, but it's still $100 million contract, right? It's hard to move $100 million around. Mickey Loomis, let's acknowledge the fact. When it comes to moving numbers around, that boy, he moved numbers around better than that dude on Ozark. That boy know he can move some money, right? Like when it comes to, trying to get them boys back underneath the cap just so they could be compliant, so they could play football, Mickey Loomis can do it. But you can only do that for so long, right? So I feel like Sean Payton, he sees the writing on the wall. Now, people were coming to me, they said, Coach Lowe, I don't see Sean Payton going to the Cowboys this season. I never said that it was going to be this season. I never said that. Coach Ronda, she just looked it up and she said that, so basically his contract, his contract is with the New Orleans Saints until 2023, right, Coach Ronda? 2024. Okay, 2024. Okay. I mean, sounds like a good little vacation to me. Sounds like a good little vacation. The only way Coach Payton can go to the Cowboys or any other team is that if he's traded, right? Same thing that happened with John Gruden whenever he came to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with them taking a TV job. These guys getting these TV gigs, they getting broke off. Tony Romo is making more money talking about TV than actually playing. I mean, talking about football than actually playing it. And he's great at it. Sean Payton, charismatic guy, very well spoken. I don't see nothing wrong with him, getting on CBS or somewhere. Let old Drew Brees pull some strings for him. Prove it. He's talking about Treylon Burks. A lot of people talking about getting wide receivers and things like that. I mean, that's also another thing to consider because, I could have swore I heard Matt Ryan singing that Tamala Man song. I could have sworn I heard Matt Ryan singing that Tamala Man song. Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. But where are you? Matt Ryan, he's been unprotected. And, he didn't have as many options this year. So, I mean, that's definitely, you definitely got a point. And then ATLGA Faithful says Stingley, he's also injury prone. There's nothing like being in a situation where you have this talented guy on your team who's like in a 99 percentile, just a genetic freak, and you can't get him on the field. Ain't that a bad feeling? We done been through it once. we done been through it once. Julio Jones was so legendary. He came to the combine with a broken foot, wore somebody else's shoes, still ran a 4.3. We knew he was injury prone, still took him. And I think it worked out pretty good. You got 10, 11 good years out of Julio. Can't beat that. Can't beat it. Definitely, man. Definitely. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see another Superman in here. Hold on. Yeah, if you don't mind, Coach Ron. J-Rock says, Saints salary cap is overrated. When it comes to money, Mickey Loomis moves more weight than Tony Montana. Tony Montana is that's rough right there, boy. Tony Montana. Man, that's crazy. Hey, J-Rock, thank you so much, brother. I definitely appreciate that comment. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chick. I'm trying to eat these berries. And talk to y'all at the same time. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Boy, my life flashed before my eyes. I didn't know what was happening, Coach Roman. You know how you be greedy, you be choking, you still be trying to eat. Oh man. Now Mr. JT, he said Atlanta will finish 3rd or 4th next season. So if Atlanta finishes 3rd or 4th, that means that we must be adding a 5th team to the division. Because we're gonna finish higher than the Saints. Man, you know it's all love, man. You know it's all love. Pelicans in here says, Big Low, we gonna be all right. Okay, I hear you, Bo. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, you know, you never know, because it could be one of those cases where, you know, the new coach, he might come in and be a better coach than Sean Payton. Now, one thing that I can say is that Sean Payton has been the best coach in the NFC South for the last 15 years. I could legitimately say that. You know, if we say, oh man, we got Mike Smith, we're going up against the Saints, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to say that Mike Smith isn't as good as a coach as Sean Payton. If we say, hey, we got Dan Quinn, we're going up against the Saints, I'm going to say, oh, okay, well, maybe we could just make some plays. I'm going to sit up here and say that, oh, Dan Quinn's going to out-scheme Sean Payton. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Ron Rivera, who was the second best coach in the division for a long time, he ain't out-scheming Sean Payton. So, I mean, I definitely understand where you're coming from. Definitely understand where you're coming from. But what can the Falcons do? Right? What can the Falcons do to make sure that they put themselves in the best situation? Chuck, he said, stay away from the light, Lo. What about the boss said? Oh, give Big Low CPR.
No.
He said, Big Low, I thought you were gone for a second. I thought I was too. Well, I'll freak it out. Hey, I'll freak it out. Oh man. What's going on, Nate? What's going on? Now, but the question is, what can the Falcons do moving forward to ensure that we put ourselves in the best situation to successfully succeed? And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, number one, we got to figure out what we're going to do about re-signing, right? When it comes to re-signing Cordarrelle Patterson, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all something. Y'all don't get mad at me about this. If it's too much money, if it's more than $5 million, I don't want Cordarrelle Patterson back. And y'all, like I said, y'all don't get mad at me for saying this now. Y'all don't get mad at me for saying this. I understand he was a dynamic playmaker. I understand that he was, playing multiple positions for the Atlanta Falcons, but he's in his 30s now, and we have to look at the situation relatively, right? And I want y'all to put in the comments. So I'm gonna put it to you like this right here. If Cordarrelle Patterson wants $6.5 million a year, yeah. If he wants $6.5 million a year, would you sign him for $6.5 million? If you would, put a 1 in the chat. If you wouldn't, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know. I just want to know what y'all are thinking. But the reason I was saying that, the reason he had his career year last year is because look who else was on the field with him. You know, have you ever? I'm going to use a perfect example. I'm gonna use a perfect example, guys. I used to play a lot of pickup basketball in my day, right? There were times where I played on bad teams. Everybody else on the court on my team wasn't as good as me. I looked great. I looked like a superstar, right? Because who else is gonna make a play? You see what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like who else is gonna make a play? And like we see it all the time in the NBA. You'll have a guy who's just going off for a team, and then whenever he goes to a team with some legit superstars, like he kind of falls back a little bit. I don't want to pay Cordarrelle Patterson an exorbitant amount of money, you know, if he can, you know, if I know he's not capable of doing it. Let me see what everybody's saying here. Let's see. What's going on, Coach Will? 912 boy in the house chilling out with us. I see you. JT said go back in time. Let's see here. Mars Amy, he says, Big Low, how you doing, man? I'm just letting you know that I'm back on looking at your channel. It's been a while. Hello, you've been busy. Hey, I definitely understand, brother. If I'm not mistaken, I think you were moving. You were out there in California. You were moving. Much love to you, brother. Much love to you. But Will Amy, he says, you know, if that's the case, if we talking $6.5 million, you might want to let them slide, right? Because you know, and that's where I'm thinking. I'm thinking that it's one of those cases where you got too many other things that you need to pay for. And you can't look at 2021 and what happened and think that you're going to get the same production whenever things just change every year. Mario Brown said Ridley got a roll. I think Ridley saying the same thing. Jason said he would keep him. He said that he would keep Calvin Ridley in that case. Dirty Bird. I mean, yeah. Jason said he'll keep Cordarrelle. I mean, Coach Run says Cordarrelle, but it's Cordarrelle, but you know, tomato. Anyway. Dirty Bird says that he will let Cordarrelle Patterson go. Falcons fan 1020 says Patterson struggled down the stretch, made me think teams finally adapted to him being a running back. I wouldn't get him for more than $4 million. Man, that's I mean, I'm not knocking. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just inflated it to 6.5 just to make things, kind of interesting. But $4 million, yeah. I think that I think we might be on the same page there. Coach Roney, she also says too. She says that she would kind of move on. Molly Mall says pay Cookie Dough Patterson. Coach Tony Wright, our in-house GM, said that he will move on. False Start Falcon and Jermaine says that they will move on as well. Luis Castillo says stop talking about the Saints or what we're gonna do. We need a future quarterback, offensive line, running back, wide receiver, D-line, corner, safety, everything. Basically, we need everything. Yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying there, my brother. Definitely understand what you're saying there. Rose City in here talking trash to Coach Roney. AJ Evans, Isaac Crimes, Marius Amy. They all think that it's one of those cases where we need to, kind of move on in that particular case. False Start Falcon says, we let a lot of good backs get away last draft. We did. We definitely did. I mean, who are some of the good backs that we let go?
What was the guy's name that was killing it?
That was killing it.
Tennessee?
Oh, you talking about Dante Foreman?
Yeah. He kept saying the whole time we were watching the game. He said, go.
Oh yeah. Well, he wasn't drafted last year. We picked him up. He was on our team in the preseason, but yeah, he was running like a madman. So, and not just in the playoff game, like the last 3-4 games of the season, Dante Foreman was killing it. Definitely. AJ says if you could dunk the Hawks, You need a 10-day contract. Oh man. Pelicans, I think Pelicans, he's a Saints fan. I think he just wants us to let go of Cordarrelle Patterson because he just remember how he burned his draws off in the season Superdome. I think that's what that is. He don't want to see him again. Oh man. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Molly Mall says pay Krispy Kreme Patterson. What? Okay. All right, Molly Mall. Okay. I got you, Molly Mall. Look, I do need y'all to do a country boy a favor. Make sure that you hit that like button. Definitely, I would definitely appreciate it. If you hit the like button for me, I'll come dance at your wedding one day. Also, I need you to do a country boy a favor. This is your first time chilling out with us. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Definitely would appreciate it. Share the channel with your friends and family. Don't keep a good thing to yourself. Wait a minute. Hold up. Breaking news. According to Adam Scheffler, he says Saints are strongly pursuing Urban Meyer.
No way. No way, that's true.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But yeah, y'all make sure that y'all share the channel Urban Meyer. What in the world? He said, Iceman says, keep Patterson, use him like the 49ers do with Debo. Okay. I mean, that's kind of what they did. If I'm not mistaken, the 49ers kind of seen what the Falcons were doing with Patterson and said, hey, man, let's go ahead and use Debo the same way. And he started getting the ball more and more as a running back, right? It's just one of those things, man. But with that being said, and the reason I was talking about that whole Cordarrelle Patterson situation is because we need a reset. The Falcons just need a complete reset. It's kind of like what Mr. Castile said whenever Luis Castile said whenever he came on just a few seconds ago. It was kind of a whole team situation. I'm leaning towards best player available, because it's one of those cases where you got so many things that you need to take care of. Now, of course, I haven't finished doing all of my draft research, but you think about all the things that you need. You need the offensive line help. You need help on the defensive line. You can't get home. We don't know what's going to happen with Deion Jones. You might need some help at linebacker. You need some help at wide receiver. There's so many things that this team needs help with. But I'm from the school of you build your team from the inside out. Inside are needs. The farther you go out, those star players who, on the outside, those are more want kind of situations. It's like, how often do you see Super Bowl winning teams have like the top 3 wide receiver in the league? You don't see it that often. We hadn't seen that for a very long time since maybe Jerry Rice and Joe Montana, Dallas Cowboys, Michael Irvin. But when's the last time we seen like a top 3 wide receiver be on a Super Bowl winning team? It's been a while. Like, it almost happened with the Falcons. Didn't happen. Almost happened with the Saints. Didn't happen. It's almost happened a few times, right? But those well-built teams that are built from the inside out, those are the teams, so your center, you get a good, reliable center, guard, tackle, tight end that could catch and that could block. Then, you could go ahead and look at your wide receivers. But that center and quarterback, offensive line, that's what's the most important, right? So I know a lot of people will say, well, look, what are they going to do with Matt Ryan? I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with him, but, I'll put it to you like this right here. Why get a new car and get it scratched up? I just bought a new truck. I'm not finna take my truck to the country and go mud bogging. I'm finna get the old family truck and I'll take that one mud bogging. But I ain't finna put my 2020 truck in the mud. I can't do it. Why put it at risk like that? And I hate to say that. Matt Ryan is the old family truck, but Matt Ryan, he knows how to read defenses and knows how to, read blitzes a lot better than say if we would have gotten a Justin Fields, it would have been, it legitimately would have been target practice. If you think about it, everybody say, oh, well, he can run. That kid would have lost 20 pounds by the end of the season running from all those players because nobody would have been blocking for him. Just think about it. Think about it. Coach Ron said Christine Count. Oh, okay. Also Pelican says, Big Low, if you have to know, we're looking at Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy. Man, you might have something there, Bo. You might have something there. You never know. You never know. I know that we interviewed him last year. Didn't work out too well. We hired Arthur Smith. And don't get me wrong, Arthur Smith might come back, kill it next season. But I'm just going off the small sample size that I had. I put it to you like this right here. Whoever went to somebody's house, ate some food, and the first bite you took, it was nasty. Did you get another spoonful, just slapped it in your mouth? Nah. You just politely, move the food around until they wasn't looking no more, hoping that they had them styrofoam plates so you could fold it. Or you could put it in the trash can upside down. That's where a lot of Falcons fans are at right now with Arthur Smith. They're like, man, that first serving, it wasn't too good. Yeah, we gonna one of those situations we just walk around with the plate now. We just walk around with the plate, go to the bathroom, hoping somebody else come and pick it up. Did he want this? Oh, I don't know. Tony Wright says Urban Meyer, John Gruden, Bobby Petrino, Deshaun Payton, all in Vegas at the Coyote Ugly Strip Club. That's rough right there. That is rough. No Urban Meyer dancing with some young lady. You already know he danced with some young lady. Maurice Amy, he says that he's been saying for the longest that we need a true safety. And that's what that was the one of the problems that we were trying to solve in last year's draft. And that's why I wanted Maury. Or y'all know who I really wanted. Andre Cisco. But no, that didn't work out too well. We got Richie Grant. Thing is that we don't know what Richie Grant is capable of. Our coaches are, their belief of we're going to bring young players along slowly. They're trying to create a system so by the time those young players do step into their own and hopefully can be, legitimate Pro Bowl players, that's whenever they'll be coming up to their contract, not just exploding onto the scene. And it makes sense because it'll help you down the road long-term financially. So if you have a guy who rookie season, comes out like Michael Parsons, just killing it, you say, oh man, this kid is a beast. Man, he just kills it for 4 years in a row. You're going to want to get broke off opposed to coming on slowly. He does okay. Or you don't know too much about him the first year. He does better the second year, blows out the water third and fourth year. Nope. That's a few $1 million of difference right there. That's a few $1 million of difference. Coach Runner, where you get these berries from? You got these from Publix?
Yeah.
Well, these things hitting on donuts. Boy, these things, woo. Hey, good. These things are good. But yeah, man, so moving forward, because think about it, guys. I'm hearing more and more rumors about Giselle saying, and y'all know that this is the truth. Some of us could be some of the best people in the world, some of the most desirable people in the world. But at the end of the day, that wife be running things behind the scenes. Because, Tom Brady, a lot of people say that he's the GOAT. We eat chocolate goat down in the country, but they say that Tom Brady's the GOAT and everything. But at the end of the day, who he got to check with to see if he can come back and play next year? Giselle. And it's one of those cases out there in Tampa, like they could possibly lose a lot of pieces. Now, I don't know what their salary cap situation is looking like, but I do know this right here is that, if Tom Brady leaves and they have enough room to get another quarterback, they can kind of just start where they left off from. But if not, they might have to take a step back. And like I said, Chris Godwin, he's leaving. Antonio Brown left. So as far as wide receivers, the only guys that's going to be there next year are Mike Evans and, if I'm not mistaken, Scotty Miller. You never know what Gronk's going to do. He might come back, he might not. But you got O.J. Howard, and I mean that's pretty much it. You got that Johnson kid, and after that, that's pretty much it. Definitely. Key said, Big Low, what you snacking on? Yeah, I got some old berry. I got some blackberries and some strawberries over here. Me and Coach Ronan, we were supposed to start doing a cleanse, right?
Yeah.
We supposed to start on Sunday. No. It was on Monday. Oh, okay. We supposed to start on Monday. And we keep forgetting the stuff. We keep forgetting the stuff that we supposed to get to start the cleanse with. So, what I have? Oh yeah, I have 5 guys today. I have 5 guys today. I was like, well, shoot, I ain't starting to cleanse today. I might as well go ahead and throw on now. Yeah, I'm just eating some berries, Coach. Definitely. Tony Wright says a brand new truck to go along with the 3 cars you already have. The dang low. Let's call it shining sales. Must be good. I don't know what you're talking about, Coach. I think you're trying to put it on me. Now, Falcons fan and Mario Brown, they're saying Kyle Hamilton. Of course, we're gonna have to do some kind of Alexander Hamilton skit to that. Just you wait. His name is Kyle Hamilton. For y'all never watch Hamilton, y'all might not get that joke, but but yeah, I mean, Kyle Hamilton. Look, this is a deep draft class, right? Not just in the first round, but like there's guys in the 3rd, 4th round, 5th round, and this is where the scouting comes into play, right? Because you got all of those guys who didn't play the season before last, due to COVID and things like that, and coaches moved and different players, went through the transfer portal and players didn't play in the schemes that they originally intended on playing in. So this is where scouting is really going to come into play. But the thing is that for the Falcons to take the next step, what they have to do is, I mean, they got to use their mind instead of their heart, right? Because I ain't going to lie to you, sometimes it's like my mind changes with the wind. Sometimes I'm thinking, hey, man, let's go ahead and get a quarterback. Then other times I'm like, we hadn't had a legitimate pass rush in 10 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. They got to legitimately use their head instead of their heart. Because I'm still trying to find out. And y'all let me know, Saints fans, if I'm wrong. I'm still trying to find out if Terry Fontenot's a double agent or not. I don't know if he's here to sabotage us or to help us. I don't know. I don't know. Coach Rona, she asked me that all the time. She said, man, I don't know what's going on. I know one thing. We could have took Kenneth Gainwell in the draft because we needed a running back. Our leading rusher was a wide receiver this year. That shouldn't be how it goes. That shouldn't be how it goes. You know? What's going on, Coach Wallace? He said, Coach Lowe, I know we need players at every position. I think it might be the center from Iowa, Lindenbaum. I mean, and you're definitely right, because I tell people this all the time, Coach, and I was just saying that, you know, you got to build your team from the inside out, right? First pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars, first ever pick, whenever they had their expansion draft. Tony Baselli, left tackle. Can't beat that. That's what you want. You want to be able to protect that quarterback's blind side. You want to protect him up front. Whenever you have a center that's capable of, you know, communicating, that's smart, that could pick up on body language, things like that. It's one of those cases, guys, where it helps those guards. Think about it like this right here. Who are our guards? Was it Andy Levitre and Chris Chester the year that we went to the Super Bowl? Those aren't household names, but the center was Alex Mack. And it was one of those cases where it was like he knew how to communicate, and he knew which side he needed to pull to, and he could hold his own whenever he needed to. You know, so it's just one of those situations. It's just one of those situations. So I guess my question to y'all is, in this particular case, for the Falcons or Saints or whoever it is, I just want to know, do you believe in drafting best player available, or do you believe in drafting for a positional need? Because I know we had this conversation last year, but this year, as far as the Falcons go, you know, it's one of those cases where we legitimately need to figure out what we're going to do. So if you believe in drafting the best player available and letting the chips fall where they may, put a 1 in the chat. But if you feel like it's one of those cases where, you know, you need to be strategic and draft, you know, based on exactly what you need, put a 2 in the chat. I legitimately want to know what y'all think. So if it's the best player available, 1 in the chat. If it's a situation where, you know, it's one of those cases where you need to draft based on the need, put a 2 in the chat. Definitely. I want to know what y'all think, because some people say, hey man, if I see this guy out here who's a generational talent, ooh, I got to get him. I'm like, okay, well, your left tackle over here getting eaten alive. Your left tackle get over here getting eaten alive like he's in World War Z. A victim on World War Z. You sure you want to get this stud wide receiver? Because if ain't nobody able to stand up to throw the ball to him, it ain't gonna make no difference. He's just gonna be out there getting exercise. Running up and down the field for nothing. So if you believe in best player available, put a 1 in the chat. If it's one of those cases where, you know, you drafting strategically based on the need, put a 2 in the chat. Definitely. I want to know what y'all thinking. Keith said Kyle Hamilton is not throwing away his shots. I like it, Coach. I like it. I love it. Let me see here. So let me see what everybody's saying. Tony Wright said, he said, oh, you mean Alex Mack. So what is Alex Mack doing nowadays? Trying to get to a Super Bowl, Coach. Molly Miles said he believes in the BPA. He believes in the best player available. Okay. Brian Peebles and Coach Roney, Mr. Coco Nuts, they believe in drafting based on the need. You got to look at what you got. To Evolve, he said he believes in that best player available. Dirty Bird 08 says, I believe in turning a strength into a powerhouse, and then I'll fill in the blanks. So 2. Sounds like that coach been reading Art of War. Okay, I like that. Coach Wallace says 1. I believe in the best player available. See, I figured you were going to say that, Coach Wallace. I figured. Maurice Amy, he also believes in that best player available. Isaac Crimes says he's gonna draft based on that need. Okay. Will Cotton says that he's drafting based on that need as well. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What's going on, Joshua Taylor? See you in here. Pelican said that he thinks Terry Fontenot a double agent. I figured he would. I seen him at the Benz one day. He had on this Falcons polo, but I could have swore his undershirt was gold. I said, what? I said, what in the world? Oh man, Iceman says both. Okay. Well, Amy, he put 4 twos in there. He said he's going for drafting based on need. I mean, if you think about it, I feel like the Falcons, especially in the Terry Fontenot, the Thomas Dimitroff days, they drafted based off the best player available. Well, let me rephrase that. They drafted on what they thought was the best player available. Tad McKinley. Parade Jerry, Jamal Anderson, need I go on? It's like they drafted the guys who they thought were the best player available, and it didn't work out, right? But I can see if I think it depends on how good of a scouting team we have. If my scouting team is legit, and you tell me that this guy is gonna be a Pro Bowler. Now, so let me tell you, it's like my brother-in-law, the rhyme dropping legend. LD. Every time I told him, I said, look, man, we're going to trade up and draft Julio Jones. And if we draft Julio Jones, he's going to be a Hall of Fame player. He didn't believe me. I said, look, I'm telling you this right now. I never forget this. I never forget the day that this happened. Coach Ronan, she worked in Savannah. This is when we were living in the country. I went to meet her in Savannah. We were supposed to go to a Fantasia concert. I remember this. It was Chrisette Michelle. We were supposed to go to the Chrisette Michelle concert, but they canceled it due to inclement weather. I was happy because I got a chance to watch the draft. I told her, I said, look, they're going to trade up for Julio Jones. I told all of them that. But my brother-in-law, he always says, he says, so do you think he's going to be a Hall of Fame player? I says, Julio Jones will be a Hall of Fame player. And I was correct. He asked me the same question with Kyle Pitts. I said, and this is before he even came to a practice. I says, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I told him, I said, I'm going to tell you, I think Kyle Pitts is going to be a Hall of Fame player. And, if you make a move like that, because think about it, you had Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst was a former first-round pick. If you make a move like that, it's one of those cases where he better be the best player out there, because if not, it's going to put your franchise back for years to come. For years to come. Trucker Mike says 1, best player available. Definitely. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. ATLGA Faithful says, he says it's tricky. You have to have both. You have to go best player available without reaching. I could pass on a number 8 cornerback to draft a number 40 edge. We need everything, so we good. I mean, you're right. You're definitely right, Coach. I cannot disagree with you in that regard at all. Truck Mike says Thomas Dimitroff was smoking too much of that ATL kush, and we ball like swoosh. Y'all might not get that one. All my New Orleans folks, I'm pretty sure y'all get that. Yeah, y'all get that Lil Wayne reference. But yeah, Thomas Dimitroff, he was on something, bro. He was on something. He was smoking the ganja. He was out behind the house with y'all uncle smoking that Reggie. Oh, man. Falcons fan 1020 says Kyle Pitts was the best player available. I suppose that, yeah, I mean, so far it's worked out. So far it's worked out. Coach Ron said that Chrisette Michelle is like a dream. Nah, you know that Chrisette Michelle, you know, I like, so I think I'm just about over being your girlfriend. It's over. It's over. Oh man. Angel Garcia says, hey coach, new to your channel and liking it so far from a fellow Falcons fan. Hashtag, well, much love to your family. I appreciate you coming on and chilling out with us. Everybody, y'all make sure that y'all welcome Angel Garcia to the stream. Thank you so much, my family. We get together, we chill out like this all the time. I definitely do need y'all to do a country boy a favor. Make sure that you hit that like button for us. In the words of my homeboy Smitty Smith or Smitty Sports Machine, it helps gets the channel out into the YouTube universe for the people who don't know about us. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Don't keep a good thing to yourself. I know that it's hard. You know, we get together, chill out like this all the time. But the more people that we have come on here, the better time that we have. Because, you know, everybody who subscribes joins that coaching staff, right? We're trying to, you know, get everything, get everything to the highest point possible. Definitely. Jalen said currently doing homework and watching the GOAT. And you watching Tom Brady? What in the world? Who you watching? Michael Jordan playing tonight? Oh man. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Yeah, definitely. Welcome. Like my homeboy Big Q say, welcome. Number one sports talk indeed. When we play the Falcons, that's when we blow the lead. Oh man. Y'all are crazy. My homeboy Jason says, newly retired Falcons, Lee Smith had a lot of good things to say about Pitts. Lots of praise from the 11-year vet. That's a solid career from. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. He had a great career. Great career. Definitely. Trucker Mike says, open night at Low Spot, y'all. Open night. Y'all know how we do it. Definitely, man. Definitely. But yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure right now. I mean, I'm not saying that they're at, you know, in Buford or Flowery Branch right now having this conversation, but these next few weeks, I'm pretty sure this is what Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith are sitting down and talking about. They're legitimately saying, hey, which direction are we going to go in as a franchise? Like, are we going to try to, you know, because I'm going to take whenever I coach football, you know, my staff, whenever other teams zig, that's when we zag, right? You know, you're not going to beat, you know, if you have a team in your division or your region who they always throw the ball, they're all over the field, they're always airing the ball out. You're not going to beat them by doing the same thing, right? And that's what's so beautiful about that Falcons and Saints rivalry, because in a sense, Matt Ryan and Drew Brees, they were doing the same thing. They were both putting up 30 points a game. You know, they were doing the same thing. So, you know, it's one of those cases where you could say, hey, I understand the league is going in a different direction. You know, you got these young quarterbacks who are mobile, that can scramble and things like that. Are we planning on setting up for that? Are we going to try to do that this year? Are we going to try to do that next year? Are we trying to score 30, 40 points a game? Arthur Smith, are you capable of coaching a team that's less talented on the offensive side of the ball to be competent on the offensive side of the ball? Or are we just going to rely on our defense? You know, so if it's one of those cases where those top pass rushers are gone that we were trying to get, what direction should we go in? Should we go best player available, or should we go to that second need? Because we don't want to make any reaches, right? We want to make sure that every pick is as efficient as possible. That's the most important thing. you know. So I'm pretty sure that's the conversation that Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot are having right now. They're trying to figure out, you know, how they can take this thing to the next level. Definitely, man. Definitely. Jason Grimes says Brady currently has one more time now to make another stupid Hurts commercial. Let's go. I think Tom Brady says "Let's go" more than I say "What in the world, Bo." I think that's legitimately a thing. Keith says Noah and I have said that this is the best channel we discovered in quite some time. Love you from the Berg. Hey, Coach Keith and Coach Noah, I definitely appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that love. Thank y'all so much. Y'all don't know how much that means to me. And Coach Rona, she's still singing Chrisette Michelle. Oh, man. Y'all are crazy. Coach Rona says, glad you and Noah have fun on the channel, Keith. Definitely. Glad everybody has fun on the channel. I definitely enjoy everybody for coming on and chilling out with us. Definitely do. Trucker Mike says, all the way up from us. It's the only way. All the way up. I like my bebop skills. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Oh man, y'all are crazy, boy. Y'all are crazy. So Ghost Mode says, I think we should trade down if all the pass rushers and top O-line guys are taken, get another second and third round pick. I mean, and that's definitely an option. You know, that's what I wanted to do last year. Apparently, it came out after the draft. They said that Terry Fontenot was asking for 2 kidneys and a right leg for that fourth overall pick. That's why we never traded back, because I think that we could have traded back 2 spots. We still could have got Kyle Pitts, you know. So, but it's one of those things. What happens, and you know, we got Kyle Pitts, but you know, we traded Julio. We got those 2 second-round picks, and we don't know what's going to happen with Calvin Ridley. You know, I mean, I wanted to ask y'all this because I know that he's listed as the thumbnail. Do y'all think the Falcons should try to go ahead and trade Calvin Ridley, or do you think, you know, you think that they might be able to work something out? If you feel like they should trade him, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, no, the bridge has been burned. If you feel like the bridge has been burned and the damage is done, put a 2 in the chat. I legitimately want to know what y'all are thinking. You know, I legitimately want to know what y'all are thinking. So if you feel like, you know, they need to go ahead and make that move, trade them away. I heard some people say a first-round pick. You know, I've only been hearing. I think it could only be a second, third-round pick. But some people say a first-round pick. But if you feel like, you know, they need to go ahead and make that move and trade them, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it's one of those cases where, you know, they need to go ahead and legitimately see if they can make it work out, you know, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to see what y'all thinking. Trey says, Coach Lowe, the only Falcons fan I could listen to talk. Well, I appreciate that, Coach. Thank you so much, man. Look, that's a lot coming from a Saints fan. That's a lot coming from a Saints fan. And, you know, the beautiful thing about the coaching staff is that, you know, whenever we get together and, you know, Saints fans and Falcons fans come on here and talk, yeah, you know, we cut up and everything, right? But at the end of the day, it's still supposed to be all love. You know, even though we got, you know, different interests, you know, we're still all part of the same coaching staff. We're still all part of the same family. So, you know, I can't keep up with all the comments and everything, but I know good and well, and I know with my heart and my soul that everybody is definitely in the comments behaving themselves to the best of their ability. I know that's what's going on. Oh, man. So let me see what everybody's saying about old Calvin Ridley. Coach Roney said, get rid of Calvin Ridley. Terry Fontenot, she said, Terry Fontenot is sabotaging us for the Saints with the draft last year. I mean, getting Kyle Pitts, you think that's a sabotage job, Coach Roney? I don't think so. I don't think so. Trey Joseph, Constructor Patterson, they think that, they should go ahead and try to work it out with old Calvin Ridley. Ghost Peppers thinks, it's time to move on, like Maya. And I'll be moving on, moving on, and move my way. Y'all know that by that. See, that's that old Maya Silk the Shocker. I'm a no-limit soldier, known to keep it righty. You know the ones that make you say, and body. Y'all see how I'm rapping off beat like Silk the Shocker? Oh, Bridget Kelsey. What's going on, Miss Bridget? She said 2. Let them stay for one more year. We can't afford to lose them. Okay. 2 Evolve says 1, trade Rid and Debo now. Rebuild in the draft. Dang, 2 Evolve says you ready to move on. Trey Joseph, Iceman. They said 1. They think it's time to go ahead and move it on. Alan Sanders says, since we're on the topic, how is it both Julio and Calvin want out? Something had to have been said that we may never hear. I mean, that's crazy, and that's what we've been trying to figure out, Alan. I heard rumors that Calvin really wasn't getting along with Matt Ryan since his rookie season. They say that he doesn't like the way Matt Ryan throws the ball downfield. That's what I've heard, but you legitimately never know. He might. It could be anything. Sometimes people just don't get along. He might think Matt Ryan breath stink. I don't know, Coach. I don't know. Oh man, much respect to you, Trey Joseph. False-Start Falcon says we need a receiver that's not scared to get upfield. The trade will be a conditional first, kind of like Carson Wentz did. That Carson Wentz deal has to play a certain amount of snaps. Okay. I would never cheer for Calvin Ridley to play more than anything. Marius Amy says 1, get rid of Calvin Ridley. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ghost Pepper says 1, Ridley is 1 mishap away from being from painting his face and shooting right. What? He's 1 mishap away from being the Joker? What in the world? Y'all are crazy, boy. Y'all are crazy. Man, he's 1 mishap away from being the Joker. That's crazy. Wait a minute. Did Molly Mall just say Kyle Armpits? Did he legitimately say Kyle Armpits? Wow, Molly Mall. Wow. Marius Amy says, I wanted Calvin really gone last year. We could have gotten a lot more. Yeah. I mean, we definitely could have. Brian People said, what I missed, Lo? Man, we was in here talking about old Sean Payton, talking about if it was one of those cases where he jumped ship, or is he trying to go somewhere else? And we were talking about how the NFC South is kind of opened up, especially if Brady retires and Sean Payton leaving, things are kind of going to be open for us. And, what can the Falcons do to take advantage of it? That's one of those things. Ghost Pepper says, Coach Lowe, Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, go to a bar. And you finish the joke. What? I don't know what to tell you on that one, Coach. Let's see. Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley going to a bar. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to help me out with this one. Y'all gonna have to help me out with this one. I legitimately don't know what to tell you. They go to a bar and I guess they look around and say, man, all that fuss that we made, And Cooper Kupp is considered to be the best wide receiver in the league right now. Could possibly be going to the Super Bowl. Oh, man. Brian People says, never mind, one. We don't know where his mindset is right now. And yeah, I mean, you got a point. Coach Roney says it was sabotage. My girl likes to sabotage my love, yeah. See, I'm bringing out the songs tonight. Why do you? Coach Roney said it was sabotage. 5-0 was trying to buy the Saints another year. He knew the Pitts pick wouldn't raise any suspicions, but it would set the Falcons back because he wouldn't be addressing the need. What in the world, Coach Roney? We will start calling you the conspiracy theorists. What? Oh, man. 5-star Falcon says 57 people. He said 57 people and 11 likes. Smash the like button. Definitely. I definitely need y'all to hit that like button for us. If you could, do a country boy a favor, hit the like button. Also, if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and share the channel with your friends and your family. You know, share it with other people who know that like the Falcons. We're on Facebook too. So if they want to check us out on Facebook, tell them about us on Facebook. Wait a minute. Hold on. What in the world, Bo? Matty Ghost with a $50 Superman tag. What in the world? $50 Superman tag. He says, I'm sure C9 Blank is going to tell Fino to get the best offensive players in the draft in the 4th round defense. Oh, so yeah. You get the best guys in the 1st round. Best guys on offense. You know, we can worry about the defense later. We just want to keep everybody entertained. Yeah. Matty, much love to you, brother. Man, you don't know how much that helps me and the channel. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. I got to do it. Look. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Thank you so much, my brother. I really appreciate that, man. It goes. Much love to you, fam. Brian People says, yeah, that's right. That's a Superman chat. 50 spot. Oh, man, it goes. Much love to you, my brother. Much love to you. Tony Wright says, Julio be a first ballot to Canton. And none of you people in the chat who hates him for making a business decision for his career can ever take that away from him. Yeah, I cannot take that away from him, Coach. The same way he can't take away my feelings from me. We both have our own prerogatives. You know, I can't take away his Hall of Fame, status and everything. First ballot Hall of Famer. I still feel the same way. You know, I don't like the way he did things. You could have just spoke up. He ain't had to do all that. You know, express yourself. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. Express yourself. Oh, man. That is crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I got to leave Matty Ghost comment up. You know, he paid, much love to you, Matty Ghost, man. Much love to you. I definitely appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that. Ghost said, man, I hated Silk the Shocker. He was like the one person in church always singing off key and behind.
He was cute.
You would say that.
He was.
You thought everybody was cute.
He was cute.
Him and Ray John Rondo should have started their old boy band. Like, what? Okay, Coach Rodgers. All right. He was cute. Okay. Now, I heard a lot of girls say he was cute. A lot of girls. I'm probably that and him being Master P brother probably the only reason why he was rapping, because he showed up couldn't rap.
Oh yeah, it was definitely because he was cute. That's why they had him in the Maya video and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because he appealed to teenage girls.
Boy, Maya, that was boy. Maya did it for me, Coach Ron. Shoot, well, I was like 16. I was like, man, I'm willing to risk it all. I'm willing to risk it all. I remember that Best of Me video. Mine had on the jersey dress. You remember the jersey dresses?
What did she do?
She was just walking down the beach. That's all it took for me. She was just walking down the beach. Think that's telling me yes. All right, I might. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. Just stay, Maya. Just stay. You don't need to go nowhere. Oh man. But yeah, shoot. Yeah, Silk. Yeah, you're right about that. Silk, he was always off beat. It was almost like he was like, oh, that's the beat? Okay.
Well, I'm going over here.
I'm going over there. Wait a minute. Brian People said, Coach Lowe, she's still bad. Oh, I know. I follow her on Facebook. I follow her on Facebook. God, trust me, I know. I see she still be performing this stuff. I look at old Maya. Still got it there. Oh my. All right, then now.
Shocker is not still cute.
Oh, he ain't?
No.
What in the world?
Joy went to the concert and she reported back.
Oh, okay. Joy, enjoy my world. Coach Rhoda said, enjoy my world. Said, Silk ain't cute no more. You know, she said that Coach Enjoy My World went to the concert and said that she ain't doing it for him. Right before. Oh man. Tony Wright says, Low, in your opinion, what should we do about our receiver situation? I think we should go ahead and get some veterans. This should be one of those seasons where we get some veterans to just kind of help us out, just to get us through this season. Right now, we need to legitimately work on fixing the interiors. We need to fix the defensive, offensive line. It's not going to be sexy. I hate drafts like this. I hate whenever we have drafts where we just, we can't get those guys who we go to training camp and everybody like, but if we want to try to win some games, we can't waste draft picks on receivers. And that's me. That's me. It's just one of those situations. Definitely. Brian People says, Coach Lowe, no glass tonight? Nah, man, I ain't got no glass tonight, Coach. I had a headache all day. I was like, man, you know what? I don't need to be. No. Well, you know what? Water is good for headaches. Water is good for headaches. You know what? So I should probably get some water. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just dehydrated. Maybe. Oh man. Joe Tuss said, bottom line, Silk sucks. Oh man. Two of all says, Maya, vegan now. Fine as ever. You see, he got the ever capitalized. Fine as ever. Maya vegan now? Huh. I don't look like she vegan. That's all I'm saying. What you looking at? What?
Get back to you.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Corona, look, Corona, she stared at me. Now Falcons fan 1020, he said if Pickens drops to the third round, you know what, Coach? That's very enticing. That's very enticing. Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on who we get a chance to get those first two rounds. If those first two rounds is one of those situations where it's like, okay, well, man, we took care of our needs, I would consider it then. But I guess the only thing for me to do in situations like this is to just do like a mock draft myself so I could kind of figure it out, Definitely. Coach Tony Wright says Devontae Adams was a second-round pick out of Fresno State. We could get a receiver who's ready now in the second round, since we will have hopefully we have 3 seconds, because I know that you've been saying trade Calvin Ridley and trade Deion Jones. Hopefully we can have another second. We still got to get that trade to go through and everything. So, that's definitely important. That's definitely important. Definitely. We actually did a mock draft. We had a few mock drafts done last year. I know y'all heard me talking about the mock drafts. We had a few mock drafts last year. You can go back and check it out. I think I have it saved on my channel. I have it. I have a playlist saved for it. Mock drafts that we had last year. Spoiler alert: I didn't hit on none of them. Oh, I think I got Kyle Pitts in one of them, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the fun about mock drafts. That's what's so fun about it. Wait a minute. Tuval says, "Hey, coach, you don't want to get it, Coach Ron the dog. Hey, hey, bro. The thing is that I got my own blanket and pillow out there, and air conditioning, because she has me out there so much. She's always putting me in the doghouse, so I had to make it as comfortable as possible." But no, we don't want to be in the doghouse, Coach. We don't want to be in the doghouse, because that's not where we want to be. I want to be sitting up next to Coach Ronnie, Definitely. Bridget says, we do not need to trade Deion Jones. That's a tough, because think about it. What if Deion Jones gets traded and he just goes off? Y'all know how y'all gonna be feeling. Y'all be like, oh man, he could have done that here. Maybe we could have just made some changes. It's one of those situations. Alex Edwards says, why would I wish Julio Jones success? He isn't the Falcon anymore, so why would I want him to be productive for another team? I'm loyal to the logo, not the player. Okay, I feel you on that, Coach. I feel you on that. There you go. Coach Roder says, you better tell him though, before he take it one step too. What the world? Halfway to the doghouse. Halfway to the doghouse, bro. Halfway to the doghouse. The Tony Wright says, I'm starting to change my mind on trading Deion Jones, though. I believe we should keep him and move Michael Walker to one of those linebacker positions, those outside linebacker positions. Well, at Fresno State, he played inside and outside. The thing about him is that he has great straight line speed. So, if it's a situation where he's just coming off the edge, I know that he put on some weight. Maybe that was one of the reasons why he put on that weight, Coach. But maybe they were thinking, well, we don't know what Dante Fowler is going to be doing. Maybe Michael Walker could be that guy, because he played a lot of that 3-4 OLB at Fresno State. I don't know if you remember that. Falcons fan says, I guess y'all giving up on Fourier. No, we need all of them. I'm definitely not giving up on Fourier. We need all of them. Fourier did a great job at that middle linebacker position, communicating with the coaches and the players with the red sticker on his, with the green sticker on his helmet. He did a great job. So it's just one of those situations, man. Just one of those situations. Let's see here. So let's see. It's 10:45. Man, boy, I tell you one thing. I definitely appreciate everybody coming on and chilling out with us tonight, boy. I definitely do. Y'all let me know what other questions y'all have. Y'all let me know if there's anything else y'all think what we should do as a franchise, since it's looking like the NFC South is starting to be opened up. Is there anything else do y'all think that we should do moving forward to try to improve this team? I don't think anybody's really mentioned anything about a running back, if I'm not mistaken. You know, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think anybody really mentioned anything about a running back. Is this the year that we draft a running back? If we do draft a running back, who do y'all think they should get? You know, because I definitely Mike Davis. Like, I don't even gotta say nothing after that. I don't have to use any adjectives after I say Mike Davis. Mike Davis. That's it. That's all you gotta say. That's adjective enough. Coach Ronald, she asked y'all. She says, Mike Davis coming back? Yes, no, maybe. I don't think he is. If he does, then me and Terry, we finna come to blows. Terry didn't understand the assignment. I'm gonna tell you, because Terry, he look like he's strong too, but it's one of those situations where Terry, he bring Mike Davis back. Like me and him, we're gonna have to go at it.
Really?
Me and him,
Didn't he give like a whole heartfelt thing? Like, I'm so sorry. This is my hometown. I wanted to do better.
I don't care.
Doesn't sway you?
There's a lot of things I want to do for my hometown, but I can't do it. If you can't do it, don't make us sit through another season. Like you had your opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't do it. Ain't no need in trying to do it again. Couldn't do it. He got his chance. Brian People says Mike Davis, absolutely not. Oh man. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think I looked it up not too long ago. I think they said that if the Falcons do get a compensatory pick, it's going to be like in the 5th round, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, but I really wanted like a 4th or 3rd round pick with that compensatory pick, but doesn't look like that's going to happen this year. We need as many draft picks as we can get. I really wish we could have traded back last year. I really wish we could have, because that could have helped us this year. Because just because you trade back, that doesn't mean that you have to get those picks for that specific season. Because if y'all remember, the Falcons draft picks, the Falcons salary cap was in a worse situation than it is in now. So with that being said, we probably wouldn't have been able to sign too many more picks. This season, our salary cap situation is looking a lot better because, the NFL revenue, they made a little bit more money. So maybe they're going to try to actually trade back this season. They trade back from 8th. I don't think I'll be too mad at it. Mari Sammy says, playing GM for this year, I would say that we need to leave the offensive line and let them mature. Defensive line needs a nose tackle. Man, I tried to tell them which nose tackle to get. A Liam McNeil. He ended up going to the Lions, and he thrived. A Liam McNeil. He went to the Lions, and he played some pretty good ball up there. I think he's going to be a Pro Bowl player pretty soon. Now, we missed out on it. Jason says, cut Mike Davis and his 2 yards. His 2 yards per carry. Re-signed Patterson and Olsen. Also signed Tevin Coleman. Little Tevin Coleman. Said Jets didn't use him that much this year. He did a good job with the 49ers. And he doesn't have much mileage. But don't forget, though, Coach, he is pretty injury prone. Tevin Coleman, he will get injured at least once a season. Ghost Mode says there are more games when our non-running back QB had more rushing yards than Mike Davis.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah. It was pretty bad. Wow, this is a good question. Falcons fan 1020 says, with hindsight, would you have drafted Jamar Chase over Kyle Pitts? Oh, you know what though? It's like the thing is that, and I say this all the time. A lot of times it's It's the chemistry that that a quarterback has with this wide receiver. Joe Burrow, Joe Cool 2.0, he played with Jamar Chase for years, right? Won a national championship together. So I think that I would have definitely done it if Joe Burrow played in Atlanta. But I want to ask y'all, like, who would y'all have taken looking back? Would you have taken Jamar Chase? If you would have taken Jamar Chase, put a 1 in the comments. If you would have taken Kyle Pitts, put a 2 in the comments. I just want to see what y'all are thinking, because I mean that's actually a great question. That's actually a great question. So if you would have taken Jamar Chase, Coach Rona, she loves Jamar Chase because she stole him from me in our fantasy league.
Let him hang around forever.
She stole him. She know that I wanted. She know that I wanted a Jamar
and you
Chase.
You don't own him. I do.
Oh, what? What?
He was free to go where he wanted, and he came right to me.
Okay, Coach Rona, I hear you. I hear you talking. You feeling yourself, ain't you? Oh man. So let me see here. Let me see how everybody's voting. Constructor Patterson, Bubba Gump. What's going on, Bubba Gump? They both said it's Kyle Pitts. They would have taken Kyle Pitts in that situation. Let's see. Brian People says still Kyle Pitts. They still would have taken Kyle Pitts. Coach Ronan, Jamar Chase. He won her a few games. And now she's all Chase all day. Trey Joseph says Justin Jefferson. You got to follow directions, Coach. Coach Bridget, she said Kyle Pitts. She would have went for Kyle Pitts. Maurice Amy said Kyle Pitts. False Start Falcon says Panay Sewell still would have been my pick. Wow. Grandizer says 3. Said they still would have traded down. Tony Wright says, so low. How's it that defensive end Charles Harris leads the Detroit Lions in sacks this year with 9.5, but the year before with us, a more talented team, he barely had 3 sacks. Is it the scheme? Well, think about like this right here though. Like, we have to look at a few things in that situation, Coach. Like, how many chances, like how many downs did he play? Because if I'm not mistaken, whenever he was in Atlanta, he had the best sack percentage per downs played, better than any other player. He just wasn't getting on the field. The coaches weren't playing him. So I'm pretty sure that had a lot to do with it. I can't make no excuse as far as, the team, because Detroit's defense, as far as like them throwing the ball, was definitely better than Atlanta's defense. So I don't know. I think we would just have to look at how many downs he had a chance to play. To Evolve says 2. Kyle Pitts is on point, Coach. Coach Wilder says 2. Kyle Pitts, because we didn't know that was going to be without Julio and Calvin Ridley. Okay, Coach Ronan, I think you might be riding solo on this one.
I'll do so.
Ghost Mode says 2. Nah, wide receivers are a dime a dozen. They are 2nd, 3rd, and 4th rounders, undrafted guys that have prevailed without have prevailed at wide receivers. Unicorns come once in a generation. Ooh, okay. Pelicans Noah says, Coach Lowe, is Atlanta under the salary cap? I think we're right above it, but once once the new league season starts and they apply the new revenue, we're going to be, I think we're scheduled to be like 20 million under the cap, and then it's going to depend on the cuts that we make and any hard cap numbers that apply and everything. Yeah, I think I agree with y'all. It's like we don't know what Jamar Chase would have did with Matt Ryan and this offense. We do know that Kyle Pitts did get 1,000 yards in a handicapped offense. So, I mean, you can't knock that. I think I agree with y'all, and I think I'm gonna have to go with Kyle Pitts. We have to leave Coach Roney on the island on
Jamar
this one.
Chase would have got 1,001.
Okay. Well, I think Kyle Pitts got 1,067.
He would have got 1,077.
Okay. All right, Coach Roney. All right. I hear you. Jason Gaines says Pitts, he's a tight end, which means he's primarily covered by linebackers and safeties, and that's a matchup advantage for Pitts. He's also a unicorn. Chase is good, but he can only play wide receiver. I mean, that's true. That's true. Maurice Amos says tight ends are more versatile. Coach Roney, I think you might be losing this one. I think they got a point. I got to side with them, Coach Roney. I got to side with them.
Mine is the owner and the GM.
Okay.
And the coach.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, the GM and coach.
Yes.
Huh?
Use my name.
You can call yourself whatever you want to.
I sure can.
Now,
as an owner, GM, and a coach.
That doesn't mean that
my opinion is different.
That doesn't mean it applies.
My
You could call yourself whatever, I call myself the world's greatest, That would be nothing. Oh, man. Look, man, I definitely appreciate everybody for coming on and chilling out with us tonight, man. Much love to the coaching staff, everybody that got a chance to chill out and watch us on a Wednesday night. I do need y'all to do a country boy favor. Make sure before you leave, make sure that you hit that like button. Also, if this is your first time, chilling out with us, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. I also need y'all to make sure that you subscribe. If this is your first time chilling out with us, I enjoyed all of your company tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, me, Coach Roney, and the rest of the coaching staff. Much love to y'all, man. Much love to y'all. Y'all had a great show. I tell people all the time when it comes to the shows, it's the coaching staff is the star of the show. And once again, y'all have outdone yourself. Y'all have had a great show. Great show tonight, y'all. Anybody else who comes back to watch this, they are definitely going to enjoy this show. And it's all because, in the words of Neil, and it's all because of you, all because of you. Oh, man, it's all because of y'all, man. It's all because of y'all. Maurice Amy with a $5 super. Maurice, thank you so much, my brother. I really appreciate that, man. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh, man, that is crazy. I definitely appreciate that, guys. Definitely appreciate that. Well, look, I need y'all to be easy. We at hump day. We just got over the hill. Y'all know what I say all the time. Wednesday after lunchtime is all downhill from there. So much love to everybody for coming on and chilling out with us. Y'all stay safe, be easy. Please don't do anything that I would do. Take care.